So here we go, Season 18 has been announced. Conquerors Blade Avalon, going to be coming on December the 14th. So looks like we're going to be going down this sort of Arthurian legend type of route, which is kind of interesting. A little bit unexpected, but quite interesting. I guess this is the closest I'm going to get to a British season. Although, to be honest, I think Arthur is more about fighting the Anglo-Saxons, he's more Welsh than anything. So we've got a few things coming. We've only got a few little bits of information at the moment, but I thought we'd kind of just dive into what we know. We've obviously had a trailer, which I'll sort of integrate into the video, I'm sure, and then we know a little bit about some of the units, battle pass, etc. First things I guess to say is it doesn't look like anything particularly radical is happening. Obviously we may get more details coming, but it looks like a fairly standard season. 3 units, a battle pass, there'll probably be a fame store, some unit attires, blah de blah de blah. And they do look kind of cool. I do kind of like this lion on the shield. It actually looks pretty badass, but it's a pretty standard season. So we've got 3 units. We've got a tier 3 cavalry, another one. Sounds like they're going to be very fast, kind of again. You can kind of see the similarities with the current season. We obviously don't know sort of much about times of how they're going to perform. Looks like they're actually a lance cavalry. So they look like they're going to be kind of fairly similar maybe to like a tier 3 version of Armiger Lancers, something like that. We then got Percival's Royal Guard. This is going to be a javelin unit, which is kind of interesting. Obviously we've currently got 2 real javelin units in the game, with sort of the Imperial Javelineers and the Javelin Sergeants. I know we've got the Roman Javelin unit, whose name I cannot even remotely remember at the moment, but the tier 5 there. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they do a take on this. Are they going to be a proper javelin unit, or more of a sort of just have 1 or 2 javelin units and a bit of melee? I think it kind of seems to be the way they're suggesting it. A javelin wielding unit and melee your way to victory. So it might be less of an Imperial Javelineer, Javelin Sergeant, more similar to the sort of the Roman one, but at tier 4. And then finally we've got the Queen's Knights, the 5-star foot knights, which I must admit sound kind of cool. I'm guessing that's these guys here in the upper trailer. They at least look like they're kind of the most heavily armoured unit here, so I'm assuming that's the tier 5. Anyway, we've got a fair bit to look forward to with this season. Quite looking forward to getting stuck into it. I've not really played much of the sort of second half of the current season, so kind of looking forward to getting back into the game a little bit more. If nothing else, we can probably break out some of my British music collection for videos, because this is probably going to be about as close as we're going to get to a British season. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the new season? What are your thoughts on the sort of new units that we're getting in? They do kind of sound relatively similar to some of the units we've had already, so perhaps not the most varied selection, but what are your thoughts? Do let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I shall leave you with the full trailer, which is well worth watching. Thanks guys, I'll see you all on the next one.
I will never forget that moment when the sun fell and the sky went black. We will not fade in times of betrayal and strife. The brave must take up the sword, even if we should fall into darkness. We will do what we must. Great knights of the realm never forsake their vows. I believe that every age has its heroes, and a new legend will be born.